Hello everybody and welcome to Explore Alba. Today we're in a field, but not just any field. We're here today with the Daft Detectorist to see if we can find some treasure.
This song really about nothing, you know. That's exactly what it's about, kind of nothing.
Never hate, and you can't take what I ain't got. And when I'm happy, it won't make me sad. Depending on y'all, well, I'm not. 'Cause I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. I'm down, I'll just get up. You when I'm down, well, I stand up. Been down many times, well, you know it's true. I haven't had a red dime between me and you. 'Cause I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. Started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. Yes, I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. Okay, now here you go. Oh, weep for me now. Time now. There we go. Wait. Well, I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. Yes, I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. If it all fell apart today, I could just walk, get on down the street. I ain't worried where I'm gonna sleep. I could always find some food to eat. 'Cause I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. Started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. Most of it left. Got most of it left. Most of it left. Because I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left.
Apologies if I'm breathing really heavy and I start snorting. I've been ill all week, and this is the first day I've been out, literally in my bed all week. Anyway, it's an exciting day because today we might find something really, really old, historic, which is what this channel's all about. It's about history. The Daft Detectorist and Steady Eddie, well, they find a lot of junk, but there's been some really cool stuff that they've found. And to see all those really cool things that they've found, you need to go and subscribe to the Daft Detectorist and watch the videos there. But anyway, join me today for a day of digging and metal detecting. I really want to find some Viking. I'm absolutely obsessed with the Vikings. Love them. Watched that TV series on Netflix and thought I was a Viking. Changed my name on Facebook to Ragnar and everything. Delusional. Anything? Oh?
Just found a wee black watch.
Oh?
Badge. military badge.
Wow. How cool is that?
Black Watch formed in 1881. So I think that's. I wonder what that would be off.
So do you think they were doing like exercises up here and
They must have.
firing drills and stuff like that?
No, it was. I don't know. They didn't use it for exercise, but there was fighting.
There was
There
fighting?
was fighting, so they were obviously all in air.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if something's come out the air. But I'm sure they'd have been training. We found, even in the 1700s, I think,
Yeah.
there was military training because there's so many musket balls.
Well, there was obviously the fort in here. So if they were all marching from there and coming round here,
Aye.
you know.
Everywhere. Fucking another tin can.
Ah,
It's mad that I just said no found any yet. I need to stop talking.
no, I'm telling you, we're going to find something. There's going to be something good in here.
Today's the day.
I can feel it. I can feel it. Jerry says he's going to jump in the river if he finds one.
Right, I'll jump in the burn.
The burn, right.
If I find one, I'll jump in the burn.
I'll do it with you.
Will you?
I will.
Well, let's get that going.
That's us just completed the drone footage. Jerry's been up and down the field. He may have found an old Iron Age coin, which is unbelievable if it is, especially in a field like this. Thank God I brought wellies. I wore my Crocs today, like just to drive in, just because they were comfortable. But thank God I brought my wellies. Apologies if I'm breathing down the mic, still struggling to breathe quite a bit from that flu or COVID or whatever it was. Wasn't very nice. I'm just going down to see Jerry just now. He's all the way down the bottom of the field. As I said, just completed the drone shots, the drone footage. Jerry fell, which was quite funny. Right in his face. Jerry's found a couple of things. The old Iron Age coin, potentially a bottle top, which is quite old. And then the other thing that was really cool that he found was a Black Watch pin or badge that you can put up onto your jacket, or what Jerry was saying, I think the lapel. I don't know, I'm going to have to ask him. It's amazing how you find these sorts of things in a field. The fact that you can find these types of things here. Obviously there was a barracks in here where the obviously garrisoned British soldiers there, and they would come up here and maybe do military drills or things like that, but it's just amazing that you can pull things like that out of the ground in a field, in a farmer's field. Unbelievable. Makes you want to get into metal detecting that you find all these cool things, but it's not always glamorous, is it? Especially when you find tin cans and hot rocks. Didn't know what a hot rock was till Jerry told me, but apparently it's coal. Obviously the tractors would use coal to fuel it and they would fall out, or it's just naturally in the ground, I suppose. Jerry's working away detecting. We're hoping for a hammered coin. I hope for Jerry that it's a hammered coin. We thought we had one, but it was a button. But Jerry likes buttons anyway, so he was happy with that. Pretty sure he would prefer a hammered coin. For me, I want to find something Viking. See, people say that the Vikings didn't come about here, but they did. They've got to. Merchants and things like that. Everybody thinks that the medieval times and these kind of eras that it was very much people stayed where they were. Yeah, probably, but there was people that travelled, there was people that were merchants and they came from, you know, all over Europe. And obviously, if you find hammered coins that are from the, you know, the 1200s or the 1300s, then there was obviously people here, and that's where Steady Eddie, Jerry's partner in crime, found that hammered coin. We could have something here.
Right, that clod there. Going to be a hot rock.
Please be Roman. Nah. Please be Viking.
Imagine. Well, it's getting small, isn't it? Oh no, we've got a bit of junk. There we go, Connor. First bit of junk. Bit of tin. You see how scratchy it sounds, how high pitched it goes?
It's definitely a different tone, like a different pitch.
Aye. I should have watched my machine because the line was jigging about, which is usually scrap. Oh well, first real bit of scrap today, isn't it?
Aye, it's not too bad. And no wonder you get demoralised sometimes though, when you get down into a hole and then it's that. You might hear me say lots, it's going to be Roman or Viking. And it's kind of teasing them a bit, I suppose, but I'm wanting it to be Roman or Viking. I want it to be Roman or Viking.
Oh, big Viking helmet.
Oh, I hope so. Well, the hammered coin's top of the list, but
I think I prefer Viking.
would you?
Unless it was, see if it was an Edward I,
Aye.
Longshank, William Wallace era,
Aye.
then I'd have that over anything. A hammered coin. That would be amazing.
Longshanks.
Do you know why he was called Longshanks?
Why?
Because he had abnormally long legs. Aye. Really long legs. He said a Longshanks.
Big leg Longshanks. I don't know why I'm looking in the ground as if I'm going to find something as well. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you do know, you get surface finds. I've not had one yet. There's people going just walking under. Oh, look, there's a Roman coin just sitting. A strange one, this.
What is that?
What the hell is that? It's not a bone, just a bit of stick.
There's a worm.
Well, you'll meet plenty of them.
There's about 5 worms.
It's very, very scratchy, this one, very high pitched, so I'm not holding up hope. I think it's a ring pull. Oh, it's not, it's a chain.
Wow.
There we are. How back does that go? Oh, it's broke, which tells me it's old.
Aye.
That's very old.
Literally just pulled apart there.
Pulled apart, and then, wow.
So do you think that might have been from like a horse and cart, something like that?
Aye, I think that's around about the 1700s, mate. See how this loop's quite crudely made, and it doesn't. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
It would be perfect. Any man made these, machine made and stuff recently.
Uh-huh.
It would be perfect. Imperfections are always a good thing.
Yeah.
And that, so I reckon that's off a plough.
A plough.
Something like that. So that was there. Hooked on to part of the plough maybe, to pull it along.
A horse or an ox or something like that
I
then.
reckon could be an ox-drawn plough. Looks like it's new, off some kind of blade or something. Modern junk. A wee plane badge. It's like a wee
It is like, aye.
It's a wee plane badge. Hold on. It's definitely a plane, isn't it? I'm getting. Come on.
Come on, hammered coin, come on.
It's not silver.
Oft.
Smaller.
It's smaller.
I tell you who'll know this. Steady Eddie.
Steady Eddie. Just heard some interesting facts about a German bomber that had crashed here or landed here. Had it crashed or landed, Jerry?
Crash landed.
Crashed. In one of Jerry's other videos he talks about it. And we were just speaking to the farmer there and he was telling us that he spoke to, was it his mum?
His mum and his dad.
His mum and his dad, and he was saying that it's confirmed the bomber did crash here. The pilot had actually chucked his logbooks out of the plane and the farmer's family found it. So they found the logbooks, but the plane wasn't actually recovered, weirdly enough. So there is a chance that Jerry might find the German bomber.
The Daft Detectorist, eh? Might be uncovering a bit of military history. It's gold. It's a market weight, I think.
It looks like it.
Yeah, looks like a wee lead weight. It's too thick to be a bag seal. 1700s, I reckon, mate.
That is awesome.
Post-medieval.
It's really heavy.
I know, it's a good weight to it. So it's not a bag seal, but we think it is a lead weight, possibly medieval, post-medieval. And I put it into the Google Lens and there's so many of these, and they were called padlins or something like that. And right size, right shape. Saw the farm and they went, that looks like a washer. I went, it does, Alistair, but I'm not taking that. So it could well be, mate.
Oh well, that's good, that's good.
I can tell by the tone of your voice you're not buying into this.
No, I've been here before with Roman...
I haven't mentioned it.
It's me, to be fair, Eddie, it's been me that's mentioned it.
Oh, okay. Well, no, but to be fair, you haven't been out with us.
No, I'm
I've
not.
done a few of these and I've never ever said, I've always went, oh, a bit of farm, bit out.
And it's
Or-
actually a two bump bit.
two bump bit from the Iron Age.
The old brood iron.
Well, I found one for the phenomenal period. Hold on. Remember the phenomenal iron brew? Tastes phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, Turners?
Oh, very good. Well, that's really interesting.
Yeah, I like that one. And
Oh, that's nice.
feel phenomenal.
Feel phenomenal.
So the Turners, what age is that then, do you reckon? Turners what?
That's got to be fairly old because just the style of the writing there.
And the shape of the bottle top.
Uh-huh.
Turners
Yeah,
air, aye.
Do you know what I think that is? An old roll of caps.
Oh, really? Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Do you think?
Aye.
Medieval or Roman.
Medieval cap gun.
Right.
Viking.
That,
Spitfire.
yeah, but look, again, It's got those. No, that's those bloody.
That'll be where they clip
The
together,
belt.
maybe. Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Did some research on that when we first found those, and the 20mm shell, which is what that is. If you let me scrape the head stamp for you, it's quite likely we'll be able to read the date on it, because they've all been quite legible up until now. Yeah, there it is. I probably can't read it because I'm blind as a bat. But Ye of Youth, and I'll get my glasses on.
Was that a plane badge? It says Amy's.
Wow.
For you.
In the 30s. That is a biplane from that era.
Amy's plane that went missing.
Yeah, oh goodness sake, I've in aviation 40 odd years and I've forgotten the surname of Amy.
Is her second name Asian? Amy Asian.
Finished. Honest to God. It's like been out with a chattering monkey. Right. But no, it says Amy's, and I mean, I don't know how old that is. There's no way of knowing at this stage, but it's a biplane. It's certainly of the aircraft is of the vintage of Amy, and it's terrible. Everyone will be screaming at the screen, going, "You idiot! You've been in aviation 40 odd years."
I don't think everyone will be screaming.
No, they will. It's pretty well known. If you think back to Night at the Museum, the girl who's played by
Aye.
Right, I think that's.
Oh, is that?
I think so.
So that's
I
pretty
could be wrong,
fascinating.
it was two, but
And I kept that for you, Eddie.
that's fun. Thanks. I'll
Because
keep
you
it
like
there.
planes.
No, are you sure?
No, I want you to have it.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Very
At
welcome.
least you've got it on camera.
Can
So
have
if
your
it turns
hammer
out to be
coin?
valid- I have the hammer coin with me today.
Oh, do you?
I do, yeah.
Look at this. So Eddie, in that other field, has found Spitfire bullet, and the date on it is 1942. Wow, that is unbelievable. That is so cool.
The only gun that fires those, I believe, still is aircraft weaponry.
Wow,
F-16 still use them to this day.
wow.
And if you could, well, once I clean that off, you'll
Yeah.
see the top will be. In fact, this is in very good nick. Normally they're shattered around about that area because the prominences here, I believe, are actually where they were attached to a belt,
Right?
so that when they were fired from the aircraft, they were on a belt system
Yeah.
that fed in.
Ah.
And I mean, I don't know enough about the mechanics of it, but I guess that they must have fired out
Yeah.
and kept those sort of little wings on the side.
So they must have been flying here, strafing, firing.
Yes, I mean, this, when I've checked around, there were Spitfires repaired up at Barassi.
Right.
Barassi used to be a repair depot for Spitfires.
Right.
So it's entirely possible they repaired them and then came down here and practiced the machine guns.
Yeah.
So it is possible. And it was made, we know, the reason we know so accurate is that we've been able to read the edges of the coin.
Yeah.
So it's King Henry III, which dates it from 1249 to 1279, which
Wow.
is when they minted those coins. But the fact that it also has KAN on it, which means it was minted in Canterbury, and that narrows it down. And then it also has Nicole, the name of what they call the moneyer, which is
Right.
the person who actually held the hammer and hammered,
Hammered it.
They put their names on them up until
Wow.
1250 or 51, something like that, and then they just put the value and the mint. They took the name of the person off it. So the fact it was Nicole Canterbury and a couple of things about the crown and the picture of King Henry there means that that's a 5D coin, which King Henry III is the most common hammered coin found, but that's a very rare example.
So it's came all the way from Canterbury.
That's the front of it, the obverse they call it, that's the reverse there, and as you can see it's what they call a long cross. Can't see it terribly well there, but
Yeah.
the crosses go right out to the edge, and part of the reason those crosses were there is so they could be cut accurately, could be cut into
Halves.
quarters.
Yeah.
Because it used to be with the old coins, which were short cross, people were just chopping them right, left and centre, and you couldn't figure out what was a quarter and what was a half and what was worth and what was not worth. So they did the long cross for that reason.
What a find that is.
It was, I mean, it was just here literally more or less where Jerry's standing.
What's your theory? What could have happened? Who dropped that? What do you think?
I mean, 800 years ago.
I know.
I mean, you think 400 years, more or less 400 years before Magna Carta. It's impossible to say. I mean, it's a silver penny, so the value back then was fairly high. It could have been somebody with their day's wages. It could have been just somebody who had one in their pocket, and we found it on the downward slope, which makes you think maybe somebody was running down the hill and it fell out of their pocket. I've had a good look around the area. It doesn't appear to be one of many, so it just looks like it's a single coin.
Is it a peg?
Tent peg. Maybe a Roman tent.
Maybe.
Romans loved their tents. Found a bit of pottery beside it though.
Oh. Did Vikings like tents?
Aye, Vikings would always set up tent camps, and I'm only saying that because I watched Vikings.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I got into metal detecting, because I was watching Vikings during lockdown, and those World War I bunkers. So I was like, oh, imagine I went and found Viking stuff. And that's why. So I get drunk. Did I tell you about how I first did it?
No.
So obviously I used to be a drinker, don't anymore. During lockdown it hit me hard and I was so bored. So I bought a metal detector online, steaming. And then my ex was like, with no money obviously, there was no money coming in, like, you're buying a metal detector. So I had to go out and use it, but then I put it online and folk were like, that's a kid's metal detector. So then I got drunk the next night and bought another one. And I went out my first day and I found a horseshoe. And I just thought, it's amazing.
You've got a couple of horseshoes, haven't you?
I've got a couple, but every time I find a horseshoe, the very next day I find something cool. So I found the Bronze Age axe head the next time I went out.
Wow.
And then I found a horseshoe with my nephew, and then the very next day I found 2 silvers. So yeah, it'd be good to get another horseshoe.
You've put the fire in me to get a metal detector and start doing it. I think just with what you've found today, you know, people say, oh, it's just junk, but it's no. There's a story to it, there's something behind it. It doesn't always need to be a hammered coin. Although a hammered coin there would have been amazing.
Oh, I thought we were going to get it today, mate. Genuinely.
Right, that's us finished with the day. We're heading off. Steady Eddie's back in his car. What a day. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, and thanks for taking me out, mate. I've really enjoyed it.
It's been great, mate. It's been fun.
It has been fun, and I was feeling rotten this week, and the day's just perked me right up. I feel a lot better.
So glad to hear that, mate.
And I love the things that you've found. I love how excited you get as well. that's like me. Every time that detector went off, I was like,
I know.
What is it? And even if it was that like chain, it's a chain. What was that attached to? What did that? And that's what I love about what you do, and I love history that way as well.
Mate, I mean, I saw it. I was kind of buzzing off your buzz, because me and Eddie get really excited about things as well. But some folk would just be like, there we go, nothing. But I could see your excitement, and I kind of fed off that as well. So just that I had a really good day, apart from falling on my face.
Well,
good content.
That was great content. That was brilliant content, and you'll see that in the video. But we're just going to head off now. But thanks for watching, and remember, subscribe.
Put your teeth in.
Subscribe to the Daft Detectorist.
Daft Detectorist. And you'll already. I can't talk now. Right?
No, I know, it's contagious, isn't it?
It is, aye. You think about me? I think Eddie's getting dumber. Dumb down.
Dumb and dumber.
Aye. We need to come up with a nickname for you now.
Courageous.
No, it won't be that cool. No. It begins with C. Can you say that?
Complaining.
No, I think I had a good one for you. Comrade Connor or something like that.
Comrade.
There we
Comrade
go.
Connor.
So I was talking about Russian cosmonauts yesterday, so.
Ah, you were actually.
You're not Comrade Connor.
That was better.
It was Indian.
It was Indian.
Right, I know.
Thanks very much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.